Hello, hello. Welcome to an up close detail series. Here we have a pair of Stefano Bemer derbies, very beautiful ones that is, from the Classica line. We recently looked at their Tradizione line, and that is more like their bench grade, and this is more like their hand grade. So let's take a look at the features. So the main features here in this Classica line is the fact that these shoes are hand welted and hand lasted, as opposed to the Tradizione line, which is simply a Goodyear welted shoe, i.e. made by machines with guys working at the machines. The machine's doing the work. Here, the man is doing the work, and or lady, whoever is working, pulling the leather over that last and then hand welting it. So beautiful shoe, beautiful derby. Another detail you often see between bench grade and hand grade lines are more elegant, well, sometimes it's more elegant lasts, which give you better shape, better fit, but at the same time more complex patterns. So in a bench grade line, you usually get basic patterns, but here is an elevated pattern. And what I mean by that is essentially almost a whole cut derby. The only thing that makes it not whole cut are these two little facing pieces here, but one seam all the way around to that same seam. That is a beautiful pattern, beautiful shoe. And those are kind of the differences you get between bench grade and hand grade lines. So people don't think that, like, they often don't understand why shoes are beautiful in certain lines, and they don't realize the time that it goes into the pattern and the idea, and cutting that pattern is always is harder. You know, in a basic derby, you're going to have a seam here and another seam here, so you're going to have 1, 2, 3 pieces. That's an easier pattern. And it may sound trivial, but it's true. It's easier. It's easier to cut because you have less surface areas that you're cutting, which is easier for the guy cutting the leather, because the point of these expensive lines is that they should be flawless. But to get a flawless piece, you know, this piece laid out is like, I don't even know if I can show you in the camera, but this piece laid out is a big piece of leather that you have to find open surface on the hide, and to find blemish free leather is challenging. So that's part of what you're paying for, that challenge, which ultimately gives you a more beautiful shoe. So you got nice fudge wheeling detail there, lovely sole here. You got the viola detail, but there's no fiddle back here, so it's a flat waist, but you do have nice beveled waist. This is actually a double leather sole, in case you guys are wondering. You can see it a little bit thick. The toe taps do not actually come with the Classica line, but here's just to show you that it is an option. Very neat, clean toe tap, flush everywhere. So yes, this is Volcano Leather, which comes from the tannery Annonay, which is French and owned by none other than Hermes. So very nice. You can see this is I imagine it's a crust leather, or it's a leather meant for dyeing, for coloring. It could start with a base like a light brown, but it's a very beautiful brown with this very subtle accented burnishings, which I think really play well to this model. Very beautiful. I'm not a derby fan, but I think these are exceptional. I would definitely wear this. Here you got different shoe trees. Now, on the unboxing video, I touched on this. These will be lasted. This is not, I don't believe this is the same last, but these will be lasted trees when you buy this line. Could be that this is just a display model in his shop, so he doesn't necessarily put the exact last, but I know from my time with Bemer that those are lasted trees in the Classica line. Lots of beautiful details here. Again, I explain a lot more of this in the unboxing video, but these are meant to be shorter. In a hand lasted, hand welted line, you ultimately get a more attractive, better fitting shoe. Definitely check out the unboxing video as I explain more of that. This is mainly so you can get a closer look at these beautiful shoes. So I hope you've enjoyed. Thanks for tuning in as always, and do stay tuned as we go to their next line, which is the Essenziale, the very special line. Thanks as always. Bye bye.